One day after a stinging rebuke from Democrats and Republicans in Congress over Syrian refugees, President Obama is trying to change the subject to possible weaknesses in the visa program. But it is the dissension among Democrats that makes his veto threat on the refugee bill tenuous. Correspondent Kevin Corke is traveling with the president and reports tonight from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
As President Obama landed in the Malaysian capital for the latest in a series of summits with world leaders, an intense battle within his own party over the fate of Syrian refugees raged on 9,500 miles away back in Washington. Yesterday, 47 House Democrats helped to make up a veto-proof majority in passing a bill that would implement stricter screening procedures for refugees, requiring Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson, FBI Director Jim Comey, and National Intelligence Director James Clapper to certify to Congress that each refugee is not a security threat before they could be admitted into the U.S. But just last month, it was Comey himself who admitted to Congress there are limitations to vetting refugees.
We can only query against that which we have collected.
Undeterred, White House officials say the president would veto anything that restricts the ability of the United States to help the vulnerable.
The fact is that America has always been open to allowing people from war-torn countries who are subject to incredible hardship and repression and violence to find refuge in our country.
Whether the House will get a chance at a veto override vote is uncertain at best. Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid has vowed to block the House bill from ever getting to the president's desk. This as third-ranking Senate Democrat New York's Chuck Schumer has called for a pause in the plan that would allow up to 10,000 Syrian refugees to enter the U.S. over the next year. But clearly, Republican senators think the battle is far from over. In fact, some believe they can secure the votes to outflank the White House on the issue.
We have some peculiar rules, including the need for 60 votes, but I think we can get the Democrats, at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Democrats to come on board.
It is the essence of reasonableness and common sense to say we shouldn't be bringing in tens of thousands of refugees who may include ISIS terrorists.
Have a timeout on Syrian refugees until we can figure out what we're doing. It is clear to me that ISIL and other groups can infiltrate the refugee flow, but the refugees are a symptom of a failed policy.
Bret, what the White House is telling us they really want to do is make a tweak to that visa waiver program. Right now, it lets people from 38 different countries come into the U.S. for relatively short periods of time without the need for a visa. But given the security environment, critics say that that is little more than political sleight of hand. Bret?
Kevin Corke traveling with the president in Kuala Lumpur. Kevin, thank you.